Let's go. Welcome everybody to the Danger Zone, Ep.7. We got JHL22 to my left. We got Main Daddy Sharpie down underneath me.
Hello.
A little bit later start today, but we're fine. We're kicking. We got some stuff to talk about. I want to know how you guys are today, JHL and Aaron. Start off with you, James. What did you get up to? How are you today, and what's going on?
My first question is, why is Aaron main daddy? What?
Because
I'm main
he's like
daddy.
first daddy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I was
Yeah.
daddy first.
yeah.
Oh my
He
God,
started the trend.
I didn't know it was a race, but anyway, I'm good. I'm a little bit tired. I've worked like nearly 13 hours today, up early, and then obviously there's no respite for us daddies when we get home from work. The job never ends. But no, otherwise I'm good. I'm off tomorrow, so looking forward to trying to get a bloody
Lucky.
haircut. And nah, I got a appointment. Gotta go check up. One of my regular checkups. So I gotta go do that. So that's kind of annoying. But other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my day. Maybe play
But-
some games. Gonna work on my stream.
So you're
Nice.
just gonna stay up like real late, like you normally do, even though you're tired, just because you got tomorrow off, and just like play the absolute fuck out of games. Or do you reckon you'll go to bed early?
No, I'm gonna play games.
You'll play games, yeah.
I'm gonna play games. I've been exposed. No, I haven't played much lately, so it'll be good.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft lately. Just a touch. Also just finished earlier a game of Kids Monopoly with the wife and the two kids. That was fun. The wife won. The kid 5-year-old Violet threw a tantrum, so that was fun.
Everyone's got a.
But yeah, I've had 2 days off, man. So this is my last day off. I've got work. Got to get up at like 3:30. So I don't know how long that is. Like 7 hours from this point here. So yeah, it's worth it though. The danger zone's worth it. You know.
I tell you what, it wouldn't be a proper game of Monopoly without someone throwing a tantrum.
Dude,
Like it just happens. If you've got a broad enough people playing it, like at least 4 or more, there's going to be a tantrum.
dude,
100%.
Okay, so I was like, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm embarrassed of this story just because of how I reacted. But like, I don't know. I'm just human, you know. I'm human. We're all human here. We all make mistakes.
This is a Monopoly story about yourself.
Yeah. So
Alright, I've got one about someone else.
I was playing couples game. Well, you guys know them. I don't know if I should say their names.
do
Doesn't
it.
really matter. Brad and Kyla.
Say their last names, their address, and their
I don't know,
bank
like,
details.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
important
no, I
to
get
the
it.
story,
That's
but like because
fantastic.
you guys know
continue.
them. So
Please continue.
me and Soph just playing Monopoly. I was getting absolutely. Wait, was it Brad and Kyla? Anyway, regardless, the story was I was getting absolutely hammered into the mud. Monopoly. It's a game of chance. There's no skill in it, but my wife is so smug about it when she's winning, and like I know how badly she wants to win and to beat me, and like every like little, if I buy property that she has, it's like a personal vendetta to her that I have against her, even though it's just like I'm just gonna buy all the property. But she's like, I don't know. I hope she doesn't overhear this, but she just like gets tunnel vision and like that the mood is over. She hates me for the night. But yeah, I was getting absolutely wrecked. Like I couldn't win anything. I didn't get any money. I was out minutes into the game, and I was just like, I'm not having fun. Like I'm just sitting there, like everyone's having fun, having some drinks, and I'm just like I'm just being a miserable like little brat. And it's like, I don't know. I'm ashamed of how I was acting because I was just like no fun to be around, even though we're having a game night. Just shameful from me.
It's alright. Don't feel so bad about yourself. You know how you was talking about Brad and Kyla? I remember when Tia first came along and everything, and we had Claire and stuff, and she wasn't sort of really good friends with the whole friends group that we went to school with, but she sort of was. But we thought we'd host a games night ourselves. And then I think you might have been there, maybe? I don't know if you were there, but Sophie probably was there. Brad and Kyla were there, and a
I
few other
wasn't because you
people.
guys only ever invited couples to these things, so I
Yeah,
just stayed lonely at home.
you were single daddy. Well, not daddy then, but yeah, single boyo. But
Daddy to be.
yeah, well, it got to the point where I think there might have been 6 or 7. I don't know how many people there were, but got to the point where Brad was in your shoes for that story, if that makes sense. And we were all drinking, so we were all like playing like it's a good like hour and a half, 2 hour game of Monopoly, and he was like, copping the slack and stuff. And he's one of those people where if he's not getting if he's drawing the short straw, he kind of
Have you
he's
seen
like
his
James, he
Warzone
just
streams
yeah.
when he's doing
He
bad?
would just yeah.
He has a rage
So
counter. He has a rage counter.
no, he got rid of that actually, I
Oh,
think.
did he?
But
Oh,
Did he?
yeah. But
You
that's
sure?
why I think so. But that's why we love him. And yeah, he
perception.
just he stood up and cracked the shit and said, "I'm not fucking doing this anymore," and stormed off into the lounge room and started playing music or something on the TV. But yeah, I just remember that. It was just a funny thing.
My
I think
missus is like that.
I think there was so many like occasions where stuff like that happened. Because like I vaguely remember something like that. Monopoly's we don't play Monopoly.
Oh yeah,
Brings out the worst in
Monopoly
you
ends
and the
bad.
best in you.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Hey, maybe we should have a games night.
yeah.
No, I was actually thinking because we went to we went to the zoo on Sunday,
Mm.
and it was shit.
Melbourne Zoo.
Oh, tell us,
We went to
yeah.
Werribee Zoo and
Oh,
we did the whole walk around at everything, and
Tell
I
us before
reckon
you
we
got
saw.
inside.
Oh yeah. So Paige buys the tickets. She's like, "Can we go to the zoo?" And I was like, "All right." I was like, "We could go do something else," but I was like, "We can go to the zoo." She's like, "All right, I'll buy the tickets." So we get to Werribee Zoo. People who aren't from Victoria probably won't really understand, but there's a few zoos in Victoria owned by the same people. So there's Werribee Zoo, Melbourne Zoo, and Healesville Sanctuary. Um, and yeah, so we rock up and they're like, all right, we just need to scan your tickets. Paige gets her phone out, scan it, beep, yeah, all good. And then she's like, hang on a second. And she's like, what? It's not scanning. What do you mean it's not scanning? Have a look again. And the lady looks down and she's like, oh, these are tickets for Melbourne Zoo. So Paige has bought tickets to the wrong bloody zoo. Which was very embarrassing. They fix it up for you, but you have to like go up to the ticket bit and be like, "Oh, we bought tickets for the wrong zoo." Apparently, it happens all the time. I don't really understand how it would happen all the time. They start well, they don't. I was gonna say they start with completely different letters, but I mean it's just flipped, right? But yeah. And then we're in the zoo, and we did the whole walk around. So obviously, like it works in like a circle, Werribee Zoo, and you sort of like there's shit all the way around. We saw two animals in the whole lab.
nice.
What?
One hippo that just poked its eyes out, and a gorilla as we're leaving, like not even on
Is
on
it
the
like
round.
hibernation station? Like everyone in shade?
They were all sleeping or something. I don't know. So they're all hiding and they're doing my head in. And then we went on the fucking safari.
Nice.
Don't take a 14-month-old on the safari. It was the worst like 35 minutes of my life. The first 5 or 10 minutes, she was good. She could see the giraffes and she was talking to them and looking at them and laughing. But she just, by the end of it, she was just sick of sitting on our lap. She's screaming. She's throwing stuff. She hit her head on the side, like the bar
Oh
on the
no.
side of the bus. And then she was even worse. And she just wouldn't stop. Tried to give her our phones, but she'd try and grab them. So then she'd throw them. In the end, there was like a couple in front of us and they started playing Cocomelon off their phone. And that calmed her down, but she wouldn't grab their phone. But when we started to try and play it later, she was still trying to grab our phones. She was just being an absolute shit. It was terrible. It was so bad. But yeah, that was when I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to, us and you guys and your kids and the missus and Brad and Dawson, and we could go to like I don't know, like a adventure park or something sometime.
Mm.
Have a
Yeah.
little dad day. Sneak
Just
beers in.
stay around. Yeah, bring beers in. We'll just take ownership of the barbecue and just
Yeah.
sit there and cook snacks while the kids run
Yeah.
around.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
most people do at the zoo. You walk up to where all that water park stuff is, because like a little
Yeah.
water park area there, and they're all sitting there for like hours. There's just heaps of families there meeting up, and they just let their kids just literally run amok.
I think you can buy like a
It's not a bad
pass for like
idea.
$100 for a year, and
Yeah,
then you
you
can
buy a
go as many
membership.
times as you want. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like a
I
hangout
couldn't go to
zone.
the zoo that many times. I'm
Yeah,
not.
literally
Yeah,
just hang out at the parks
Oh,
and
I don't
stuff,
think
and they
like
have shows and everything.
the zoo to go to
yeah.
like see
The
animals
zoo.
and stuff. It's not like enough time has not passed for me to go again. Like for me,
Yeah,
like it's
nah,
gonna
it's
be
not something
like
I could do all the time.
boring because like, and it's been like it's got to been like 5 years already. So it's like
Yeah, I went for the kids, but I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go for me.
same with the aquarium. You go back to the
The
I haven't
Melbourne
been to
aquarium's
the
Aquarium.
aquarium in
expensive, dude.
years. I
Yeah,
haven't
but you
been
go
in
back and
years.
you'll
So
remember
expensive.
everything, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel
So
like Science Works is sort of better for the kids. Like it's interactive and there's like stuff for them to play with.
we went
Yeah.
there for I think it
Um.
was Violet's 3rd birthday.
Okay. Yeah.
So it'd be good to go back soon, actually, with Iris and Violet.
You know what
We'll
the best thing
plan
about the
on
zoo was?
But
what's that?
They sell solo. So I had 2 solos while I was
gotta
there,
crack
so
a
that was pretty good.
solo. Have you tried the zero sugar solo?
Yes,
Is it like
Thoughts?
obviously it's not good,
it's not good.
but like is it for a diet drink? Is it all right? Like, does it
I
go all
don't really
right?
think there's any. I don't. I don't know. I haven't really tried a no sugar soft drink that's good. Coke no sugar is a little bit different because it's sort of like it's just. But I don't like normal Coke in general. But
It's
um,
trash.
like if you get like Fanta no sugar, Sprite no sugar, they're all terrible. They're really
Yeah,
bad. So no
I
offense to
I thought
Solo.
that
Like
for
when you see this,
everything. Yeah,
I apologize, but put sugar in your
Yes.
fucking drinks.
I thought about that for like all the soft drinks. I've never had like a like I'm used to like Pepsi Max is good now, but I think I got used to it, right? Um, but I was like that for energy drinks when I started as a baker. I used to wake up at like 1 a.m. So we used to buy energy drinks. I never drank them, but then I started. Because they're basically just like 2 cups of coffee in like a big can, right? I got one here, and Monster sponsor me, Monster. I'm gonna start a campaign. I'm just kidding. Just drink one every day. No. But yeah, when I
They
had their
turn into
zero
like
sugar one, like I'm like this actually tastes good, and it has like no sugar. I don't know how they did it, but like it actually tastes good, and it was easily the best no sugar energy drink by far.
I think energy drinks are a little bit different because they have so much going for them. Like a lot of energy drinks they have like guarana, caffeine, like they have so much stuff, whereas like a soft drink is sort of like sugar and the flavoring, I guess.
Yeah,
So you
but
take away that and it's like I don't
I
know.
I'd assume that too.
Yeah,
But the monster,
I've had
regular
like I don't
monsters.
mind the Red Bull no sugars. They're not as good as Red Bull.
Oh no,
But
Red Bull sucks as well, in my opinion.
like in general.
Yeah,
I'm a V drinker, but I don't mind Red Bull. Do
Blue
you
have to
remember? Do you
V.
have an
remember?
in
Blue V is good.
Do you remember the energy drinks we're all drinking in high school?
Rockstar.
No, from Not Quite Right,
Like,
and used to buy them in the slabs, and then you could take them to school. Like we used to take them to school in Salem.
well, I didn't
I'm
do
trying to
that.
remember what they were
I
called.
never did a legal bracket.
I didn't do it. Brad did
There
it.
was no, I think it was Rockstars and like Mother
There
or
was an energy drink, like a no name, like a
LOL.
generic. It was nah. Brad would know. I'll ask him later. But they were good.
He's probably still got the cans, empty cans on his
Yeah,
belt.
they'll be
Yeah.
on his desk, man. They'll be on
Do
his
you,
desk.
do you have one every day, Aaron? Do you like an energy drink
Oh no.
or
I
sort of
mean,
like
a
a
bad week,
I'm not sure.
which is also like a good week because I love energy drinks and they're good. Um, it would be like maybe one for every work day, so like 5 a week.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Probably just whenever you've got like 4 a.m.s or something. Yeah.
But I mean, just
I
don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. You know, don't lecture me on energy drinks, all right, dude. I can drink what I want.
see through the lies of the
You're
Jedi.
lecturing me, and like I go out in
They
the
do not fear the dark side as you do.
I go out in the break room, go outside, go to my car, and there's like 10 of yous like smoking cigarettes and stuff, and you're gonna lecture me on drinking a no sugar energy drink? Get out of here with that, man. Come on.
Yeah, that ain't okay. I'm gonna backtrack like 15 minutes. And how are you, Phil?
I'm good.
Not true.
I'm good today. I've been pretty stressed out lately, but
Because
yeah.
of work.
Besides all that, yeah, just
Running
besides
around,
work, that's
hey.
boring stuff. But I do want to bring up something. Like you know how like I don't know, you're just talking about caffeine and everything got me thinking about coffee. You know how people have coffee every day? I can't understand that.
I do.
Like I don't drink coffee at all. I haven't besides was it yesterday? I hadn't had one since like last year sometime. And then I was like a little bit tired and I thought I needed one. I got a headache from it. I had to go to the toilet 3 times in like an hour. Like, it was just like and
Yeah.
then it just after I had it, just the smell of it, like I went to like not a cafe. I did go in a cafe just to get like a sandwich or something for Smoko, and just the smell of it, and I don't understand how people can have it every day and rely on it. Do you know what I mean?
It's an addiction, I
It's
guess.
in it, yeah. Like,
I
do you guys have
I
something
have
like
an
that,
opinion
which
on that, yeah.
where you have something every day? Like Aaron, I know you like Milo. Um, and then like even I thought about do you remember on New Year's how like I brought a vape and you were like, why the fuck do people do this?
Yeah.
And you're like just in your head that was like you like
Yeah,
comprehending like
that's like
why.
your coffee right
That's
now,
like
like
my
to
yeah,
me.
I understand why people do it, but like I don't it just doesn't do anything for me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd bring
Well,
that
that's
up.
that's like smoking. Like I can have a dart, and I'm not like craving the next one or like become addicted or anything like that. So I don't understand when someone's like, I can't quit smoking. I'm just like, why not? So I
Yeah.
get it. I like coffee. I don't love it, so I don't like, and I don't find that or any. I don't find energy drinks wake me up either. Like they're redundant. So I only drink energy drinks for the taste. Conveniently, it happens to be when I'm doing like an overnight or something. I guess in the hope that it does something, and it may well do something subconsciously, but I don't feel any more awake or anything. And that's why I don't really go out of my way to drink coffee. But I like a caramel latte or something. But if like
man.
if me and Paige sometimes make the half an hour drive to the nearest Starbucks because we're
Oh,
peasants who like wasting our money. But I don't get coffee. I just get like caramel frappuccinos with no coffee in them, but like lots of
Is
caramel.
that next to a servo?
Yeah, bro. Near the
Uh,
zoo in Werribee.
oh yeah, in that
You
yeah,
can
yeah,
name the
okay.
town
Yeah.
because I already said the
Yeah,
zoo. Like
dude,
it's
yeah, yeah,
travel. I don't live there.
yeah.
I
I drive past there all the time.
that's like me as
It's really
well.
good.
I
That, that,
literally
that
have a
line is
coffee.
ridiculous.
I have like a coffee every morning. I chuck Milo and
Yeah.
coffee and a sugar in it, and just have
Like a
like
little
a
mocha.
to start my day. But like, there's been days where like I didn't have time to do it, or like I didn't, and then like I didn't have one the whole day, and like I couldn't tell a difference, and I don't really tell a difference when can't tell a difference when I have them. Same
It's
with
just a
like
routine.
it's like a habit more like it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it does something like gives you a bit of a wake up, but I don't know. It's just something that I've done and it's become a habit. Maybe I'd like it. I enjoy it now, so I keep it going, I guess. So
Is there any like other practice in your life that you do every day? Like for me, I have to listen to like a radio show or like a podcast or um, even like golf or something to fall asleep.
okay,
Unless I'm really tired. If I'm really tired, I can fall asleep in quietness. But I'm just like, I should probably go to bed now, but I'm not that tired. My brain's ticking over. Then I've got to listen to something to fall asleep.
that's like me, but like YouTube videos, man. I've been addicted to YouTube videos for like I don't know, like since
You got to get your
2010.
daily YouTube fix kind of thing.
Since 2010, yeah, yeah, and the Halo subreddit for like I don't know 6 months now, just like on the Halo subreddit every day, just like surfing it, seeing what's up.
Yeah,
That's
watching
that.
clips.
Yeah,
I don't have any rituals. I like going to bed with the TV on just because I listen to stuff and whatever.
I don't like that.
But Paige doesn't
I
like it.
can't
So I
do
tend to
light.
watch it.
Yeah,
You close your eyes and you look away from it.
but it's still light, man. It's still light. I can
Hey,
do noise, just no light.
don't judge me how I
Um,
fall asleep
but
with my eyes
I
open.
don't need it. I don't need it. It's just like I like it, but I like it because I get like FOMO going to bed, so I don't want to like waste that. As much as I love sleeping, right? Like I'll sleep all the time, but when I go to bed, I'm like, oh, I really want to watch this or I really want to do that. So that's why I'll put the TV on and I'll be like, oh, I'll just fall asleep to it, and then all of a sudden it'll be like an hour and I'm like still listening, like popping my eyes up to see what's going on. Like I tend to put on something that I've already watched before, so it'll be like Star Wars, and I'll hear like, um,
You start quoting yourself.
No, like I'll hear a quote. It'll be like Luke being like, "No," and I'll be like, "What I miss?" Like I didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
So like that's like I don't really go to sleep watching it. So in the end, I tend to just watch TV for 2 hours before bed and then turn it off and then go to bed. So it's pretty bad. But nah, I don't have anything like a ritual for the day. I don't have any addiction. Um, I guess for like argument's sake, solo. But before this, I didn't drink it every day. I just drank it
Every
whenever
other
I
day.
wanted to. Like there was plenty of times where I just
Basically
wouldn't
every
have any
day.
in the house. Um, Nah, not really. Just
Mm.
like I would buy a slab and I would drink them. But then if
Yeah.
I didn't have a slab, I wouldn't actively go out of my way to go and find them. And like I could stop drinking them. Like it's not something I'm locked into. Like it's just, it's a thing at the moment, so I'm rolling with it. But nah, nothing, no ritual or OCD or anything like that.
You should make like a solo cocktail. Like I know you already did, like used as a
Oh,
mixer.
there was like no solo in that.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
I did see the
yeah.
TikTok. Um, yeah, you should like make like a recipe. Like I don't
Yeah, I
know.
should.
I know it'd be good, like a lemony kind of cocktail. I
Oh,
think.
wait, hang on. Sorry, did you mean the one in the blender?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no. Your
But you're
vodka.
right, I should. Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah, you're
thinking
right.
like, what's like the best like to have it with, and like I suppose like a vodka-y, tequila-y, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
There'd
I'm
be
not a big
one, you
alcohol
would
guy.
think. There
Oh,
would
there'd
be
be
one.
some out there, but you'd have to like make your own, or like maybe make it on a TikTok. You could, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
make
it's
it
not a
look
bad
real
idea.
fancy.
I can't wait to redeem that wager you set the other day.
Yeah, Phil gets to direct one of my TikToks.
Yes. I've got a couple of things in mind, but I don't know when I'm going to use it yet.
You
I might
just
save it in the pocket.
I will do whatever within reason. You got to remember, I'm still building a brand, so
Oh
like
yeah,
I
I know.
can't
No,
whip my
I'm not going
dick
to do
out.
so. I'm not going to get you to do something like that or something ridiculous. So I want to get
I'll do something
Drink a
ridiculous as long as
Fanta.
it's like
like a
okay.
yeah. Nah, I got a few things lined up. More so like the not production value, but just like a good idea for a video.
Yeah.
I don't know. When
No,
I
it's cool.
think of
I'm
it,
excited for it, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. When I think of it, then you'll know. I
I'm
won't get
sitting
you
here
to do
and knock on
something
my door
silly.
one day and be like, come on, we're going to film it.
Here's the strap on. Let's go.
Oh my lord.
Oh boy.
Nah, I won't be that. You're nervous, aren't you?
Nah, I'm not. I'm actually really
No.
looking forward to it. No,
Okay.
I'm
Good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm
What do you mean
so
wager?
lucky.
Like,
Phil was streaming. He was playing Rebirth, and I said, if you win this game, you can like direct
oh,
and
and you
run a
won it.
TikTok of mine. Yeah, you won
Yeah,
the
we
game.
got carried by some random who had like a
Yeah,
4K.
the two of them did
It's
nothing. Me and
fantastic.
Brady both did nothing. Literally nothing.
Typical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. I enjoyed my time. Yeah. You know, you're talking about like no sugar drinks and stuff before,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Aaron. How's this? I found this. Yeah, expensive. They're like $5 a can, but they're called. I think that my lighting's too bright. They're called vodka soda and like the clear bottles of vodka. It's just got like vodka and. Well, they've come out with these mixes, and you can buy them in 4 packs for like $25 or something. They're expensive.
Jeez.
Or you can get them in like a 9 pack for like 40 something bucks or whatever. But they're no carbs, no sugar, no gluten, and they are fantastic. They're like like you have a cruiser or like a Smirnoff or something like that, and you get that really sugary like aftertaste.
Mm.
That just tastes like just a smooth, nice drink. And it's I don't know. I could literally
better
go
for
through
you.
like 15 of them. Yeah, and there's no
My
carbs
dad's
or anything in
been
it.
trying to get me on these sugar-free beers. I'm trying to think. Oh no, sorry, no carb beers.
Like
Uh,
fairly big head.
yeah, they're good. They're
Yes,
expensive. They're
they are
expensive. They are
expensive.
very
Yeah,
good. They're very expensive, but I
they're
like
like
them.
$64 a slab or something.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in like the there's like a little milk bar area where I live, and there's like a bottle-o, and I was walking past there because I was getting some milk, I think, and I was like, oh, should I get something? Should I get something? But I decided against it. I didn't grab anything. Um, but yeah, I thought if I grabbed it, then we all would have been drinking. But I think James isn't, so Phil, you're the only one with a drink right now.
Well, I finished it, so it's all good now.
Before we started, right?
Yeah.
Ah, there you
Yeah,
go.
cool. All right,
Because
cool.
that's the
Yeah, I was
prophecy right
actually gonna drink. Funnily enough, Aaron, I was going to drink too. I went and got pizza for dinner. And I was gonna go to the Bottle-O, but Paige ended up coming, so Eliza was in the car.
Mm.
So I didn't. Otherwise, I was actually gonna go and buy some beers
See,
too.
we were close.
So,
We were close. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a episode 8. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Get absolutely wasted on a Tuesday night.
yeah. Why not?
Oh, if
We'll
I'm
see,
not
we'll see what
working-
shift is Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I might.
just check my roster.
I might have Wednesday off.
Uh-huh.
Then. I'll have to see.
Actually,
Um,
I think I can check now.
I seen. I was driving
He does.
around all day today, quoting jobs and stuff. I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about. Have you guys heard of the e-scooters
Yeah.
that they've recently rolled out in the city? How good's that? I thought of and when I first heard it, I thought it was going to be like exactly like the bikes that they had a few years ago. Everyone was selling them the Yarra and stuff. And then like I actually did looked into it a bit more. How's this? There's since they've released them and this last financial year, there's been 124 hospitalizations involving them, and 73% of them are from the ages of 25 to 39, and they're all males. So these are
just getting on
blokes.
the piss and run.
These are blokes who get on the town,
Yeah. I
having
saw
a
it-
few too many, and then getting on these scooters.
That
And
should be us.
apparently you can't drink and drive them either. So they're
What's the
proper
point of 'em?
illegal. You can get breathalyzed and stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And
but it's
they've
just like an
rolled 'em
electric
out.
scooter. I saw him because there was a TikTok, and then they were ending up in the Yarra River. It was already 5 of them have ended up in the Yarra River or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw it.
Doesn't surprise me.
They're different colored and stuff, right? I saw a bright green one or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think two
It's like
companies
the
make them.
book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. It's
All
funny, and
different
then
colours.
this police officer goes, I quoted this down. He said, if people think they're going to come in and hire a scooter and get on the gas and try and get away from police, we will absolutely do our best to safely enforce those rules. So he didn't say we're going to stop you. So it sounds like these blokes are getting on the piss and getting away from him on these little e-scooters.
Well, you should be able to
I know.
through alleys and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, they go 20 k's an hour.
They're slow,
apparently.
yeah. I
Oh.
can't imagine.
Oh, that's not that slow.
When you just walk, Jesus.
20 k's an hour.
Yeah,
That is slow.
that is
Isn't a
pretty slow,
a
yeah.
brisk walk 5Ks?
Per hour.
Yeah, I don't know. No,
Don't know how long are your legs.
it would be less than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
If you got some
yeah. I think
fill.
you
No,
get
you
like
could do a
5-6 k's
You
an
can do a
hour.
5k walk in an hour, yeah.
Yeah, 40 minutes or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I take it back now that you guys all said that. I'll agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, I just thought this is
that's what I
hilarious.
meant. Yeah, no.
But they charge 45 cents for a minute to ride around on them. That's pretty pricey. I don't know.
Take it for a
I don't know
joyride,
what the go is. Yeah.
How much
That
does it
is-
cost
that
to
is
throw it in the
expensive.
Yarra
You-
River?
You are spot on.
Yeah. I did I was driving around with Howie in town north of us that what's it called? Released them and stuff. It's a pretty big town. And I had to pick up Tia from a party at 2:30 a.m. and we seen all these kids riding around on them. And I was just like, fuck, do you want to pull over and find some spot and just go for a joyride before we have to go pick her up? We were going to, but we didn't end up doing it. But yeah. I don't know.
Good stuff.
I feel like e-scooters are fun.
I've never ridden one, or an e-bike or anything like that. Obviously, I'm not in the city much, so.
I haven't ridden an e-bike, but I rode those bikes that they brought out a few years ago.
Like in
It
the
was
city,
actually
the ones that you rent and you can drop off at different places.
Yeah. We were at the footy and we finished up and we had to there was no way of us getting a train or a tram or anything. It was just nuts packed, lines everywhere. I think it was after a final or something. And we had to try to get back to Southern Cross and there was no way getting an Uber or a taxi because everything was just stuffed. And we didn't want to walk. So we just jumped on these bikes and then rode to Southern Cross. It was fantastic. Yeah.
You know what was a fad I don't see it anymore.
Mm.
A couple years ago, electric skateboards. Have you guys ever seen them?
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, they're like the long boards that people ride along beaches and stuff, and they like hold the remote in their hand, and then
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I
yeah,
thought they were
yeah.
cool. Like I was eyeing up one. Like I was eyeing them up because like they were pretty cool. But um, I used to work with a guy who bought one, and he bought it
Mm.
to work um in the shopping center like in the morning. So I'm like, oh, can I have a shot? Like I want to have a try. So I jumped on it, and then like I was just like zooming around the shopping center at like 6 a.m.
Ram.
or something like that. And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there was always a security guard walking around. Like, he was a big fat guy, couldn't do anything, couldn't secure anything if he tried. And he's like, just like, get off it, and like trying to run after us and stuff. It was fun. I don't know, like I don't know what the goal was because obviously the security guard would just be able to come back to the bakery where I worked and just tell us off. But it was good times with that skateboard.
Yeah.
Hey, would he go back to the bakery and yell at you later?
Would he go
Yeah,
there for
like he
something
did
else?
one time. He did one time,
Oh, you stinking kids!
Yeah.
pretty much.
Give me that. Give me them bacon cheese rolls now. 2 for free, and I won't say anything.
Where's my Vegemite scroll?
Yeah.
It's actually cheesy mite at Baker's
Oh.
Delight. So please use the right terminology.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Where's my cheesy mate scroll?
How hot is it in your rooms right now? Because I'm dying.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
My
my room's
aircon's
always
in,
hot
like,
when I'm
full
in
screen.
here. Yeah.
I'm actually dying.
It normally gets really hot in here, but at the moment in here it's actually quite good. I have a vent. I was gonna move my camera, but I don't really want
I
to.
usually have a fan here, but it's gone now.
I'm pretty lucky. I've got the ducted evaporative cooling like right above me. So
Yeah.
but we got it off now. The house isn't too bad, but my PC's heating me up. So, but no, nothing to complain about too bad.
My PC is really good. Stays really cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh.
do you know what I got stuck into the
What's
other
that?
day? I wanted to do this for a little while. I've got like I want to do up the front yard of the house that I'm living at now because I'm living with the old girl. So then when I have my new house and stuff, I can like properly do it up. You know what I mean? Like if I can like properly spray the right like weed and feed, level
Mhm.
up the ground properly, like sow the ground, put more seeds down, grow a sick as lawn
Get some
here.
practice in it.
Yeah, get some practice in. If I fuck up, sorry, mum, I fucked up the lawn, but I'm like, you know what? And then when I go to my new house, lay down proper turf and know all the bits and pieces, and then like, yeah.
No,
So
that's
I've
a good
started
idea.
doing that at home, and
Oh, you started.
I've already like, because with my work and stuff, we've got like a heap of whippersnippers and blowers and all that sort of stuff. So I just brought them home the other day, and I like had the perfect like edging to my driveway. You get that little line. You watch those
Oh,
like
yeah.
TikToks
Yeah.
where they just come through. And my grass is very hard and not as nice because the area that we live in, the ground's very hard. So like the lines just like instead of cutting the ground and like whatever, it's just like hitting the ground and not even doing anything. But yeah, the edging to the concrete's fantastic. So
I'm gonna be doing some
yeah.
edging soon. We don't have grass in the front yard, but we have it on the nature strip. And my parents,
Yeah.
they just left. They had a caravan parked out there, so they just
Nice.
left. So there's like overgrown grass and stuff. So I'm gonna go out there soon to do some edging. It's fun because I used to do it at my parents' house when we lived there. Look after their lawn because like they bought like did up their
Yeah, their lawn was
backyard.
ridiculous. That was cool.
I had
Yeah.
to like upkeep it and stuff. So I got decent at it. So I'm gonna do a bit of that soon. At the front of my house now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the tool for
So
it.
we're bad at looking after our lawn at the moment, but we just need
Oh,
a
I
new
hate it.
mower, and a new like whippersnipper and stuff. It always gets to the stage where it's too long, and then it becomes a real fucking grind to
hassle.
get it into good nick. So I'm trying to be good and stay out of that habit.
I'm not getting like
But I'm renting, so
normal
it's kind of
grass.
like I'm sure that when you
I'm doing fake grass 100% in the backyard. 100%.
Oh, fake grass. Why? Why?
Because I
Give me,
don't
give
want
me.
it, man. I don't like having to go out and mow. I don't like having grass tell me what I have to do. Like stuff that, man.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't like it either, but when it is there, it is
I don't like
like,
watering plants.
and then, but then when you finish doing it, and then it just looks nice, and then you just stand there and you're having a beer looking at your lawn.
It's a good feeling. I have
That's
taken
the
some
feeling that I like.
photos.
And especially when I rock up to the house in the front yard and that's all like cut nicely, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, you did a good job. And that's every day when I get home from work. I'm looking at the lawn and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. And then I'll be like, today, I'm like, oh shit, I missed a spot, and then I'll literally grab the whippersnipper out and go, did it, and then like put it back.
Yeah, but that's me. But I want to do that with like my stream and like my overlays and my layouts and like my videos and stuff online. I don't want to go outside, bro, and touch grass. Come on, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, just want to play Lawnmower Simulator all day.
Yeah,
I just want to play Farming Simulator. Yeah. I actually want to buy that game, but also don't want to buy that game because I'm the kind of guy that's just going to sit there and play it forever.
J
Me and Aaron have played it.
Yeah, we've probably 2013. Was it?
Yeah.
Farming Simulator 2013 or something. It'd still be on Steam.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we played how we started up a server. Didn't know what we were doing. Ended up just like riding quad bikes around, doing jumps, like trying to stuff up the trains.
Quad bikes on there. Yeah. But I feel like it's something that if you figure out how to play, it could be good fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a reason that like they're still making them, I guess.
And you probably learn like.
I feel like back then it was more of a piss take and it's a bit more serious now. Like people actually enjoy playing it now, whereas back then it was just like a bit of a laugh.
Yeah,
Same with
you actually learn stuff about farming now, like how crops are grown, how to do that, like how to sow things properly, how to plant everything. Yeah.
Same with like the truck simulators, the Euro truck simulator. I saw a clip because when I'm scrolling TikTok, I see like a bunch of gaming clips. It was like Jay Schlatt, if you know who that is. He was playing like a driving simulator or like a truck simulator, and he's on his phone while he's playing. So he was like kind of like swerving a little bit, and then some chatter was like, "You're all over the road, mate." And then he's like, "What do you mean? Shut up, dude! You're watching someone play the truck simulator. Your life's all over the road." And like, it was just a good gotcha moment. It's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Don't stream and drive.
He was literally like he had his like wheel. Looking at his phone, looking up, look at that. I'm like, oh, I've seen that.
Well,
I've seen that on the real road too. Just like real life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of real life, guess what I did the other day? I was like full on stressed out, like work's been nuts lately. And we had people over because we had like 2 family members have like birthdays, so we had like whatever. And when I came back, like my normal parking spot was taken because I had to go out. So like I parked in like a different area, and that was at like, I don't know, 6 o'clock at night. And I was leaving my house at like 5 in the morning, pitch black. And like I was just tired and stuff, and like whatever. And then I get in the car and I've like gone to reverse, like I've reversed out of my normal spot. And right behind me is like the water meter. And I clicked, like, I reckon I was this far away. And I'm like, fuck, pull forward, like out the side of the window looking at, I don't hit the water meter. Guess what I hit?
What?
The letterbox.
Oh, no.
That's right. I thought you were going to say you hit someone's car.
No.
I've hit
as
the letterbox before.
No, I nicked the letterbox.
I hit the letterbox in my old car.
But it's like properly like, it's like a post in the ground. It's properly concreted in and everything. So like if you're familiar with like hitting those things, I don't know how many people are, but I am working in construction. All I had to do was just like put it upright and then just stomp the absolute fuck around the base. And then like not even the ground got like perforated, so you can't tell it's ripped up. But in the front of the post, there's like a little spot this far where the post has moved in, pushed the earth that way, and now it's open again. So like if you drive past the house, you can't notice that the what's it called? The letterbox is stuffed apart from this little hole. So
have you told anyone?
No, we know.
Yeah, I told Tia and Mum because I didn't know how bad it was because it was 5 a.m. and I couldn't see if it was like anything was broken. And now I wish I didn't tell anyone because no one would have known. Like,
well, my dad has one of those big full concrete mailboxes.
Yeah.
They're like thick and they're just completely out of concrete, and then they like paint the render over it.
Yeah.
And yeah, with my old car, my old car was on its last leg, so I sort of was just like reckless driving around. I was just leaving my dad's house, and I was like, yeah, it's like rushing, and I didn't clip it. I've like gone into it, and the whole back of my bumpers come flying off, and it was a fucking disaster. It was so bad. And at that stage, I was just like over it. I'm pretty sure I was at my dad's house to fix my car.
Oh
And
my
I left with
god.
it in worse nick than I rocked up in.
Jesus.
Yeah. But I don't
My
have that car anymore, so it's
Didn't,
fucked.
didn't you have
I
like a
remember
Ford
being a kid.
Falcon?
Yeah, it was an old BA 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, playing footy. I was at footy training, and Mum was supposed to come pick me up, and she was supposed to pick me up at like 6:30 or something. It's like 7:15, 7:30. Coach is ringing Mum. No one's answering the phone. It was in winter, so it was dark at that time, and Mum had a Tarago back in those good old days. And my brother drove like a dark Mitsubishi Lancer, and he got home from work early, and Mum didn't realise he got home from work because he might have gone for a walk or did something or whatever. And she's gone to get in the car, pitch black, didn't see him, and reversed straight up onto his bonnet.
Oh man.
So like the like Tarago's like gone straight up and then like ruined his car, everything. Apparently, Mum and him were like full on having a fight at the front. Like I think when I got dropped off, like tow truck was getting there, and then yeah.
Jesus.
I just remember being stuck there at footy training for ages. And my coach was like, "You're like usually the first one to go home, kind of thing. Like waiting with the kids and stuff." And like, yeah, I remember getting home and seeing that shit show. So
Jesus.
sort of felt better about just hitting letterboxes,
I bet. I haven't
Yeah.
hit anything. I'm not gonna. I have hit something. I guess I'll admit to it here. The
Question time.
only thing I feel like I was gonna ask you, have you guys ever done this? Mac's drive-through.
Did you go back for them
What?
and make sure they were okay?
Oh, come on, dude. It's not that bad. Trust me. Macca's drive-through. I got too
Yeah.
close to like the Macca's. So my mirror, my side mirror started like scraping a little
like
bit.
the cashier window, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh crap. Like it just touched. Like Sophie was in the
Had a
car
little kiss.
and she didn't notice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, damn it. I just like ruined my streak of not hitting anything. Actually, I just remembered I hit something else. Damn it. I was being a goofball with Sophie in the car. We were about to back out of the garage. I forget what I was doing, but like I was reversing the car and then stopping it. And I just did that thinking that the garage door had gone up all the way. And I backed up into it and like the car's antenna like hit it and like just snapped completely off. And there was a bit of a dent in
no
the garage
radio.
door. Yeah, no radio from that point on. But that
Yeah.
car's totaled now, so
So obviously I hit the mailbox, and I had two incidents in my car before that. And then obviously this car got written off, but that wasn't me. Like I was just driving straight down the road. I got cleaned up like on the side. But
T-boned.
yeah. But the first accident I had, I was leaving a McDonald's drive-through, and like I stopped to check my bag, and then like I went to drive around the side, and I was like, oh, I can make it. And I was just really chill about it, trying to think that I could turn right enough before this big metal bollard at the main Macca's in town. You guys would know what I'm talking about. I hit one of the bollards there, and sort of fucked up my front bumper. And that wasn't too bad. The big one was I was driving home from work on like a 15-hour day, and it rained for like, it had just started raining. And you know, when it just starts raining, it's like the most dangerous time to drive because
yeah.
all the oil and everything comes loose. And I was 18, so I'd only been driving for 6 months or so. And it'd just been a long day. I just wanted to get home, and I'm driving home, and I'm at this roundabout that's right next to our golf course. We've got a local golf course. And I don't know what happened. Like I must have accelerated too early into the roundabout. I didn't accelerate hard, but just enough because it was so slippery on the roads. And I've completely lost control, and I'm like literally going into the center island and into oncoming traffic, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna hit the island and flip over. So I've had to turn the other way and literally just fucking throw my car to the left, and I went straight into the golf course fence.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I was terrified. I was like a new driver. I had to call my dad who'd been drinking. He was drinking with Brad, but Brad hadn't had a drink yet, and they had to rock up. Like my bumper was still attached, but some of like the plastic coverings underneath had like fallen down, so I had to bolt those back on, and just sort of push my bumper back into place, and I had to drive home, and I shook the whole way home. I was so shaken up.
Oh,
Um,
heck yeah.
because I was like
Was the car
inexperienced.
okay after that, or did you have to get it fixed
Yeah,
properly?
I just had to, no, we just because it was an old Falcon. We just went and got a
Just
no,
chucked
no,
on
we
with it.
no. I just went and got a new bumper from the wreckers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it was pretty easy. But yeah, it was pretty bad. The damage wasn't too bad. You could actually see the dint in the golf. Like there was two things on the golf course fence, so you might think you know what I'm talking about. There's one where the fence is like full on over. That was not me. Like 25 meters down, there was like the pole, and it was like, and that was me. But yeah,
You said
yeah,
you hit a Macca's bollard. I was in
yeah.
the. She's gonna kill me if she hears this. I was in. So Soph was driving in her old Lancer, white Lancer. Macca's car park, picking up her younger brother and like his new missus, I think. So like she was driving around somewhere. She ended up reversing in the Macca's car park. She's reversing and she just starts scraping against something. And it's the big yellow bollard right there, scraping against the side of the car. And I'm just like, oh no. And she's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I did.
she's just like, oh well, just a little scratch, and like drove off. And like I was just like her brother and like his missus in the car, and I'm just like dying of like secondhand embarrassment for Soph. And she's just like,
She like was
she's-
completely unbothered.
She just played
she
it
was
off
flustered,
like,
but like
it's
she
just-
played it off really good actually.
grouse.
I was just like dying of secondhand embarrassment, man. I was
That was me at the zoo, man. I was dying.
Dude, you reminded me of a story. I actually forgot I did this, but I still to this day, it's not my fault. I'm just gonna put that. It's just the first thing. It's not my fault. So the first ever place we lived at, Terry and myself were renting. It was a unit, but we were the only unit block like at the back, and we had a double driveway, and then we had
I know
when we
where
had like
this
a
is
double
going.
garage, right? So our house was here with our double driveway here and there, and then there was another house here, and their driveway was around there and on the side. But old mate's boyfriend used to park his car in my driveway, right? And he must have come over. I think he like only came over for 10 minutes or something, and he's literally parked like not even on the right hand side, like in the middle of my driveway kind of thing. Now, when I used to leave the house, I parked the car in the what's it called? Like in the actual garage, and then I'd open the back door so Murphy could have like a place to like chill out because he didn't have a kennel at that house. So he'd like sleep in like my back seat of the car sometimes. Like we bring him at night, but like during the day, that was his little chill spot. Um, so I've gone straight from the backyard into the car, and I've opened up the like remote control thingy, open up the door, and I always used to hug the left hand side. So I'm like watching the left hand side of my mirror as I coming out, and then all of a sudden I just hear this screech sound. And I'm like, what the fuck's that? And I just kept going for like maybe a good 2 or 3 meters. And Tia's gone, Phil, stop. I'm like, what? She's like, you can't see the car. I'm like, what fucking car? And then, yeah, old mate's parked right in the middle of my driveway, and I've scraped like his mirror off, like the full left side of the car. It's all scraped and stuffed and whatever. But very lucky that he was young, I was young. I think we both only had like third party insurance, and then he was like, I don't really care about my car anyway. And I'm like, yeah, you're actually parked on my property. So then we just came to like an agreement that like,
nice.
Gentleman's agreement.
a gentleman's agreement.
I do
and
remember
then,
that,
we
actually.
just
Huzzah.
we just walked away.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
That house. That is a terrible driveway. I remember when I was helping you move in, and I remember trying to fucking reverse out of that thing.
Yeah.
You're like, it's like 100 meters. It's not 100 meters. I'm exaggerating, but it's a long way, and you're
When
like
you're drunk, it
trying
feels
to
like 100
swerve
meters.
through this like little. Well, I don't drive when I'm drunk.
Whoa.
But it's
no,
like,
no walking.
but it's like tight and narrow, and you're trying to reverse out, and like I would have been 18 for sure. I would have been new on the roads, and fuck me, man, that was awful.
Remember when we were like our mate John, because he's worked in like carpentry and stuff, and he's doing his apprenticeship, and he was used to like towing trailers and like reversing them. and I was only new to it at that stage. And I'm like, yeah, I can tow in a straight line or whatever. But I'm like, I can't back this fucking thing up the driveway. Like, do you want to have a crack?
This-
And then he like tried to do it himself, but it's actually like literally impossible because it's like a snake. It like the driveway straight, and then it turns sharp, and then it goes back that way. And
Yeah,
then
we
you
ended up just
can't.
having to
You
walk it all, didn't
yeah,
we?
we just had to unhook it and then push the trailer up the driveway and then
Yeah.
hook it back up. Yeah,
Yeah, terrible.
yeah. I
Never
don't
live
miss
in a
that
place
place.
like that again.
No, I will not. Never, never will. Never where you get actual Wi-Fi interference because you live too close to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like me space. Yeah. I wanted to bring up something. It's a bit controversial.
Oh, we're
Oh
getting
yes,
political again.
controversial
Yes, we're
topic.
getting political.
The end of the
Um,
show.
Have you
Let's
left
go.
us with enough time?
Hey,
Let's get straight into it.
yeah, straight into it. Um, Now, I know I might come off as like a misogynist or something,
Ooh.
but when you put the actual numbers in together,
Ooh.
it's sort of ridiculous. Now, I'm a fan of this person. I reckon she did an awesome job, right? But if I had a coworker earning the same amount of money as
Oh,
I
you're going to
did
talk about tennis, aren't you?
for a quarter of the work, what's going on? Do you know
You're talking
Ash
about the
Barty?
tennis.
I don't
She
know
won
anything about it.
She won 2.875 million for the Australian Open. Guess how many total? She only was her total minutes was less than everyone because she's such a beast and she's fucking awesome at tennis and she probably does deserve it. But her total minutes played for the Australian Open was 453 minutes in 7 games.
She didn't drop a set though.
She didn't drop a
across
set.
the
So
whole
I don't
she
understand at
beasted
all.
it.
I don't
So-
understand what's going on.
So it,
Is
hang
453 a
on,
lot?
I feel like the Ash. No, it's not. The Ash
No,
Barty argument
no.
is a difficult one. So Aaron, the easiest way to explain it to you is just looking at it across the entire sport. So men play best of 5 sets,
So it's-
women play best of 3. So Ash Barty didn't drop any sets, so she was only winning in 2 anyway. So she was already playing less. But they play best of 3 compared to best of 5. And it's a thing that people are talking about at the moment as to whether, because it's equal prize money in the sport.
Mm.
And I think that's it's a debate at the moment. It's an interesting one.
So what?
Yeah,
I don't know where I sit on it. The tennis, I'm not too fussed about the tennis because I think that the tennis, the women's tennis brings in a lot of money. It's not like the women play in footy, they play less games, but they play like same minutes, right? I think
No, they have
play
less
less
people
minutes.
on the field
But
and play
even
less minutes.
even still, they the standard of AFL is still developing, whereas
Yeah.
like the standard of women's tennis is pretty good. Like I could watch women's tennis a lot,
Yeah, I think that
especially like elite finals of it. So I don't know. I guess you'd have to ask the women whether they're willing to play best of 5 sets. They may well be willing to do that, but like they're not going to go and push the agenda and make themselves work harder if they don't have to.
If they can earn the same amount of money for doing like way less, which is actually
But it's only less because
because
like,
of how their
like
rule
it, like
setting
if
is.
like
Yeah,
if but if Novak, well, not Novak, but if Rafa didn't drop a set, then he's played the same amount of sets as what a non-dominant woman would have played. You know what I mean? Like he would have played 3 sets, and anyone like if I don't even remember who Ash played in the final, but they may have dropped a set in
Danielle
every game, and
Collins.
then they may have played the same amount of game time. You know what I mean? So that's the
yeah,
thing.
I
I don't
think
know
if it's predetermined, like I don't know, I just learned about this rule, like the best of 3 set, whatever, for women. If it's like predetermined and agreed upon, like there's no problem at all for me. Like if they're getting like, so if it was like a male finalist and they played best of 5, they would have gotten the same amount of money, like no
Yes.
matter what.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yes.
I see there's no problem with that as long as like
All right, but
as long
I
if
think
I think
tennis
I'd
is
have a
different
problem
because
if
the women bring in enough revenue.
Yeah,
It would
it's
be
one of those
different
sports
to
that it's
AFLW
actually
getting the same as AFL because the money that AFL brings in compared to AFLW is so
or like NBA
unbalanced.
NBA,
and
WNBA.
Yeah.
WNBA. Yeah, NBA is like one of the biggest sports in the world.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily, and because that would
It's
be the
tough.
argument, right? Like if AFLW played 22 games and played 120 minutes, should they still get the same amount of money as the men if they're playing if they're not bringing in as much money, and that's where if
Yeah,
you
I
just
get
say
where you're
equal
coming
pay,
from.
equal money is where you're going to find. It's when you're going to find the argument become difficult because you can't really pay people if the money's not there.
So I'm
Whereas in
guessing
women's tennis, the money's there.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
I
that
reckon
there's a
that.
lot of blokes, like Aussie blokes, that are saying that she should have gotten less money. Is that
Yeah,
is that
because
on the
I'm
doc?
under the view I can't get over that Novak, no, Novak,
Rafa?
Rafa. Yeah, I'm just going all over the place. Rafa he played 1,348 minutes for the whole tournament, and Medvedev played 5 more minutes than what he did. So they both played 1,350 minutes across all their games. Obviously, they do play 5 sets and everything, and Barty only played 453. So
Yeah,
they
but-
nearly played for 900 more
But
minutes
they're not hourly
than what she did.
employees. Like they're professional athletes and they're playing for like a. I don't see a problem at all. Like
Yeah, but when you think about it, the game is they can only work a 5 hour shift compared to an 8 hour shift.
yeah, but
To
like
put it
Well,
into
not-
like
pretty
a
not
40
determined.
hour
really.
working terms.
Yeah, yeah.
Their games can go for however long if that final set keeps alternating. I know it doesn't really
No, it doesn't
happen
now. It stops. That's it. They pay to a tiebreaker, and that's it now.
in the third set.
And the third set, yeah, to stop it from going on and on and on and on forever.
Then yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the only thing. I just thought it was super interesting.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
something
an
there for sure.
interesting discussion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it should more so be because sport is not like you can't. I don't think you can compare sport and work because the opening a can of
Like the
worms, and we can talk
the
about
general population.
we can
Yeah.
talk about the way that Simon, like the stuff with Simon Goodman that's come out today, and you know, like the way that they would talk to club doctors is in an AFL world, and that's what was all over SEN today. Like the way that you talk to club doctors in that sort of environment is very different than how you would probably talk to your own GP, because it's different. And like, of course, it's different. One's a sport, one's like a career.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, yeah, if women and men do the same work, they should get the same pay in the working world. But I think we need to, like, as much as a professional athlete is a job, like it's different. And I think that it needs to be looked at differently than just same time. Like, because I
100%.
genuinely don't think that like the AFL, the pay should be the same if it was the same minutes and same games until they're bringing in the same money. And I guess we don't really know if the women bring in the same money because they play all the tournaments at the same time. But I think you'd find that women's tennis bring in a lot of money. Like if they played their own tournament 2 weeks before the Australian Open, people would still go. Like, whereas, well, you see it in other sports, it doesn't happen. So that's
Yeah, but do you reckon it's because like the women have always played when the men play, like at these opens or whatever? Like has that
Yeah,
has
so
that always been
that's
like
what
that?
James was saying
yeah.
before.
So that's
that
why,
it's like
like,
an ongoing tradition that like a lot of women's sport only started 10 years ago. It's not like it's been going on for 50, 60.
Yeah, whereas
that what you
women's
mean?
tennis
Like,
has been big for a long time, but it is in tradition.
Maybe that's
and, you know,
that's
for
where
all
all
we
the
know,
other
they
sports
might
need to
want
get
to
to.
play, like with the women's Ashes. That test match was awesome. But
Yeah, I
imagine if we
messaged
had
the group chat.
imagine if we had a fifth day where Australia could have batted longer and made it harder for England, but also still given like they would have had a whole day to chase down the runs. And all the women's cricketers, if you ask them, we want to play more Test cricket. We want to play 5-day Test cricket. So I don't know if it's like you can't begrudge Ash Barty or women's tennis players
she's
because
a
for all you know, they
fucking
might be
beast.
willing to play the 5 sets. So
Yeah.
um,
She doesn't need 5 sets. She just beat everyone in 3.
well, yeah, she would beat it
Yeah.
by 3, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. They may be open to that, but it's just not something that's in the pipe works. And I don't know, maybe logistically they just think trying to fit that much tennis into a couple of weeks is really hard too. So I don't know. I'm sure there's other reasons to it other than just the stress on the body. I can't imagine that would just be it because
They're professional athletes.
they've
They've
come a long way, long way from where they were a long time ago, and that's why footy will get better too as they sort of their bodies get used to it, and like you've got people doing it from when they're 10 years old. Like these tennis players play tennis from when they're like 8, so their whole body's built around playing that sport.
Oh, by the way, I
whereas
think
most
tennis
of-
is lame. I just put it out there.
I
It's like one of the most lame
I like
sports.
tennis.
Yeah.
I used to play tennis. I could watch tennis. Well, I
I-
do watch tennis. I enjoy it.
I enjoy the sport because I think it's mainly just because it's the first sport I ever played as a kid,
I've versed
and
you,
maybe
Phil,
that's
before.
why I got like
remember.
an attachment.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
maybe
it's
'cause
another
I
one
got
of
an
those things.
attachment
You
to
got
it.
to sort of understand it a little bit to enjoy it too.
Yeah,
I understand. Like, I remember like learning about like being confused about why the scoring system, which is like ridiculous, like 15,
have you
30.
ever been?
What love? Nah,
Well,
Oh, we should go.
if you
you can
go,
pay me money to
you'll
go.
understand.
Nah.
No, I will pay you, and we'll get on the beers to like $10 beers, whatever they're worth. But you go, and you'll appreciate just how quick they smash the fucking ball at
You
each
know
other.
what? Yeah, that's
On
true.
TV, it slows it down. Their average serves are 200 k's an hour. Imagine
Yeah,
the
the
ball
best men in
size are
the
like
world.
this,
They
coming
serve
200
220
k's an hour
k's.
at you, and then they're hitting the ball back 150 back at them. You know what I mean? Like an average forehand is 120 k's an hour.
I was watching a
That's like,
TikTok the other day of Rafa in his prime and how fast he gets around the court. If I can find it, Phil, I'll send it to you because it was
yeah,
crazy how
he
like
was playing
mobile
on
he
clay
was.
court on the Brownie
Yeah,
court in the
he
French
was just
Open, and he's
getting
just
everywhere.
zip, 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 zip. It's like a video game how quick he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nah,
dead
I
silence.
like tennis a lot.
If you
Fuck
guys
yeah.
make it this far in the video on YouTube, leave a comment. Do you like tennis?
You
Yes
like
or no?
tennis?
Is it hot or not?
Hot or not tennis?
How many tennis comments do you reckon we'll get?
I'm gonna comment. I love tennis.
Yeah.
I love tennis once a year when it comes around to the Oz Open, and then I don't really care
Man,
for
why
it.
do we not
I watch
go?
a
We need to
Wimbledon.
go.
I watch Wimbledon. Wimbledon's not too bad time slot.
I
But
watch whatever's on when it's possible to watch it. Just
yeah,
the time zones make it hard.
I think French and US Open, it's just like it's the middle of the night or something. It just doesn't work. But Wimbledon's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, guys. An hour has already flown by.
Cool.
Imagine that. This one went quick. I don't know. It felt like it went quicker than the others.
Time flies by when you're having fun
Exactly.
on e-scooters.
Oh yeah, flying
Yeah.
around, zipping around,
Zip
chucking in the
around.
Yarra. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the Danger Zone podcast, episode 7. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening.
Another one.
We'll see you next week, guys. See ya.